So hi, it's Matt Giggs, and now we are on to step 4 of building your high performance estate agency team. Now, step 4 has come after step 1, step 2, step 3. If you haven't watched those 3, please go back. It's essential that you put the blocks in and you build upwards to where we are right now. If you don't want to do it because you've got a short attention span, you're unlikely to do the stuff, so just fuck off anyway. All right? Because if I'm being completely honest, you don't want to do this stuff, because if you can't be bothered to go back and watch 1, 2 and 3, there's no point you watching number 4, so you're banned. For the people that are left, you're going to love this, right? You're going to love this. This is all about accountability. Now, when I say accountability to people, they always think negatively or positively. I'm going to ask my 2 colleagues in the room, Ed and Ollie, what's the first thing? If you hear accountability, do you hear it as a positive thing or a negative thing?
Positive. Yeah, positive.
Now, that's why they are here. I've gone into a business last week and I trained a team of 20 people. When I brought accountability to the table, they were like, huh. And that's not their fault. It's because how they've seen accountability is not how I see accountability. And the difference here is the difference between the 2 again. I'm going to dive into the fact that accountability done well takes the people in your team to the next level, which is what you want. Imagine you wanting to get fit, lose a stone, run a marathon, and you've got no one checking in on you? No one encouraging you, no one supporting you, holding you accountable to your goal, and then just making sure that you know what's coming and they're going to make sure that you get there and man, imagine us human beings. We're taught to be secure and safe. You know, we wake up. Why don't we wake up, spring out of bed and get into the shower straight away? It's because our human instincts are to be safe, secure, non-risk, non-confrontation. Just take it freaking easy. Your brain teaches you that, so you have to fight that all the time. So that's why people need accountability. They need someone to just follow them up. It's how you do it that you see the difference. How it's done badly creates resentment, because it's all about the result. You didn't get the result. Ha, let me dig you out. Or they give them the shit sandwich. Have you heard of the shit sandwich? Say some nice things, pile in the real feedback, and then close it off with another little nice comment at the end. That isn't leadership. That creates resentment and a distrust. You're back down the start of this pyramid. You've got to go in right straight away. If you're going to build a team around accountability, they've got to enjoy accountability. You've got to embrace accountability. In other words, they need to know when you're coming back, when you're following up, why you're doing this. These guys who don't use accountability because they have that reaction that I just told you about the people in that training session, those people, they don't have accountability because they're just encouraging mediocrity. Because actually, if you don't have accountability, what do you have? So there's no boundaries. There's no plan. There's no real clear KPIs being measured or managed. So then it becomes about personal stuff, you know, subjective. When actually the environment creates the outcome of who's in your team. I've seen some people that have been described as toxic, and in the right team, they've been terrific. I don't know where I got terrific from just there, but I've not used terrific for a long time. But anyway, let's go with it. These teams, because they don't have accountability, they don't believe in accountability, they miss deadlines on a regular basis. And that's because no one wants to follow up because they know it's not going to get done. So they don't have the conflict. They know that they didn't have the commitment. And it all comes back to leadership. Bad people, bad team, right? It's the same as I said to someone last week about unhappy people. You know, they're the people that are unkind. It's the same as bad leaders. They don't have an ounce or a clue about the importance of setting goals and deadlines. Having an agreement, having something to help someone to move towards will get them to do more than they were going to do, right? And in this team, it places pressure. I've just Spent about 2 years looking at a business that I'm really interested in. Their valuation was here, mine was here. It's still being run the same way, and the accounts are like that. There's no value there, because the problem you've got is that they're spending a fortune on salaries, and the output and the outcome of the people that they're investing in is so low. So it's here where the problem is. What are the people doing? What's expected of those people, and how are they doing versus those expectations? Just two things. That's with accountability. That's what people need to know, is what's expected of them, by when, right? And then how are they doing versus those expectations? That's what great leadership's about. It's about helping people to get to where they want to go. Now, in the greatest of teams that I've come across, they ensure the poor performers are gone. In your estate agency, there is a bottom 25%. It's the bottom quartile. Is there better people out there to replace those people who are consistently underperforming? And the answer is? Ed? Absolutely. I love putting him on the spot. He was so transfixed on the video, he just didn't know what to say. But the point is behind this is that those people, if you settle for poor performance, if you just accept poor performance, what happens to the other people in the team? What does that create? It creates resentment, it lowers the energy, and all of a sudden your standards are lowered, not raised. Yet if you replace people that are poor performing, or have the difficult conversations, help them to get commitment, you've built the trust, then you hold them accountable, they start doing the things that they need to do, they start to get the results they need to achieve. You're stopping people from getting there because you're too scared to help them out. Helping out isn't about saying well done for the basics, it's helping them to see how they thrive through doing the actions. And for me, this is what these people do. They raise the standards, they identify the problems quickly, because you see the problems in the results, yes, but you see the biggest problem in their activity and their attitude. So if you think, it's not about the result really, you just dive in, you can look at someone in the eyes and you know whether they're on fire or not. And in a sales team, in a sales environment, you need people with that energy, with enthusiasm. They want to learn, they want to grow. If you've got an estate agency where you walk in and you can hear the woodpecker knocking on the fucking tree next door, you are not going to have a high-performing team or a profitable business. Very simple. But it's down to choice. As you as a leader, you've got to look in that mirror right now and say, have I allowed zero accountability in my team? Have I made accountability a dirty word? Or are people looking forward to me following them up? Because don't forget, people are doing good things. They're doing good things, but they go unnoticed because you're not following them up. You're not holding them accountable. So these people that are doing good things that are going unnoticed, do they continue to do the good things? I worked with a team recently, and this really struck a chord. Accountability was something that was greatly missing, and for that reason that I just shared, this was on a training day, and they shared the fact that it's deflating and demoralising when you're doing a good job and it goes unrecognised. Someone said to me recently, a business leader who shan't be named, he said, I got some great feedback last week about someone in my team, and he told me what the feedback was. And I said, have you told them yet? And he said, no. That's just so sad, because you don't get many opportunities in life to lift people up and to put them on a pedestal and then remind them of what good looks like. And that's what accountability does, team. You've got to look at this and think, can I make myself more accountable? Can I hire a coach, a mentor, a trainer? Can I help us to work on a model like this in my team? Guys, go and look at Patrick Lencioni's model, 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. It's all out there for you. It's all out there for you. What I'm explaining to you is my journey through accountability, how I've gone from 17 stone sofa boy to being out there delivering high energy, high performance training. I was just talking about this story with the guys behind the camera, and I was on the train at 6:18 in the morning feeling like death warmed up. Nobody on that training event even thought I had a cold. Now, I'm no freaking hero, I'm not asking for that. But what I'm on about is that I had self-accountability there. I knew that if I'm saying I'm going to do something, I need to make sure it gets done, so I've got my commitment. I knew that on the way home at 4:30, 4:45 that day, I'd feel amazing once I've done it. Not just because I've had a great session with the team, but because I needed to overcome a challenge. And accountability helps you to do that. So there you go, guys. Accountability is not a dirty word. The high performance teams embrace accountability. They love it. They want you to follow them up because they want to show you what a good job that they have done. I hope you've liked this, and I hope you like this channel, my channel. It's all about you, helping me to deliver content straight down to you through this lens so you can take stuff away, implement, learn and grow. Please subscribe for your benefit more than mine. I'm doing this not for any other reason than to make estate agents really great at what they do and to help you have a better 2024. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.